Hello everyone.
Welcome back to my channel ST's Notable Biology. In our previous video, we have seen that what is sexual reproduction and what are the three life phases, and also some terms like primates, non-primates, seasonal breeders and continuous breeders. In this video, we are going to study about events in sexual reproduction. Let's see what are the events in sexual reproduction. There are three events: pre-fertilization, fertilization, and post-fertilization events. Before going to these three events, let us first understand what is fertilization.
Let's see what is fertilization. Fertilization is nothing but fusion of male and female gamete to form a zygote. Yes, it is a process in which what happen? There is a fusion of male and female gamete to form zygote. Okay, so whatever the process occur before fertilization or the events occur before fertilization are called pre-fertilization, and the events after fertilization are called post-fertilization. See, pre-fertilization events. Events of sexual reproduction that take place before the fusion of gametes. As we know, there is a fusion of gametes in a fertilization process. Fusion of male and female gamete to form zygote. So what does the definition is telling? It is events of sexual reproduction that take place before the fusion of gametes. There are two types of this pre-fertilization. There are two events. Those are gametogenesis and gamete transfer. See, gametogenesis. Simply what it is a process of formation of two types of gametes. As we know, in case of fertilization, what the definition was telling, fusion of male and female gamete. See the word male gamete and female gamete. Formation of this male and female gamete is nothing but what? Gametogenesis. These gametes are of male gamete and female gametes. Sometimes these gametes are of haploid and sometimes they are of diploid. Let's see how they are haploid. Okay, if we are telling that gametes are haploid, means they contain single set of chromosome. Single set of chromosome. See, for example, in case of humans, we can see that there is one male gamete and there is one what? Female gamete. This male gamete, especially this male gamete, is what? Sperm. Sperm, and this female gamete is egg. This sperm contain 23 pairs of chromosome. It means it contains the 23 pairs of chromosome from the father side, and this female gamete contain 23 pairs of chromosome from mother side. It means these 23 pairs is nothing but a single set. Single set, why we are calling it as a single set? Because they are representing the father side, and these 23 sets, they are representing the mother side. Okay, that is why we are calling it as a haploid, means haploid number of chromosomes. When they both fuses, they form zygote. That zygote is what? It is now diploid in nature. Okay, it is now diploid in nature. It means it contains both 23 pair of chromosome from the mother side and 23 pair of chromosome from the father side. So the zygote is what? Diploid in nature. So I think you understood about the haploid and the diploid. And in some algae, the gametes are of homogametes. Homogametes means what? Their structure and their physiological appearance is same. In case of homogametes, we are not able to differentiate which gamete is male gamete and which gamete is female gamete. So both the gametes, they look same, their appearance is same. Let's see in picture. See, you can see in this diagram homogametes and heterogametes. In case of human beings or in case of sexually reproducing organism, we can clearly see the heterogametes. Means there is a lot of difference between the male and female gametes. We can clearly identify them. For example, in case of humans, see, this one is sperm and this one is egg. There is a lot of difference between these two gametes. But in case of some algae, the gametes are of what? Homogametes. It means they look like same. There is no any kind of difference. We can't identify whether it is a male or female. Okay, this is about homogametes and heterogametes. Let's see the definition of homogametes and heterogametes. See, homogametes, male and female gametes are morphologically similar. It means they look like same. Morphological means the structure, their external structure, whatever we are observing is same. They are morphologically similar. And this kind of homogametes we can see in some algae and some group of protozoa. As compared to the homogametes, see the heterogametes. In heterogametes, what happen? Male and female gamete. Male and female gametes are morphologically dissimilar. As we have seen in case of human, the egg and the sperm, they are morphologically dissimilar. Okay. So example is fucus and humans. One more point I want to tell you that in case of heterogametes, as the gametes are morphologically dissimilar, it means one is male gamete and one is female gamete. For the male gamete, we called as anthrazoid or sperm. Okay, and for the female gamete, we called egg or ovum. See, this one is sperm and this one is egg. See, what is sexuality in organism? Basically, in a sexually reproducing organism, we can see the fertilization. Fertilization is what? There is a fusion of male and female gamete from two different individual. See this point, from two different individual. But this is not always true. Why? Because we have seen the self-fertilization process in our previous class. What that process is telling? Yes, definitely there is a fertilization. Fertilization is occurring in a self-fertilization process, but the gametes are not from the different individuals. The gametes are from the same individual only. Regarding to this, let's study some terms. See, bisexual. Plants having both male and female reproductive structure. Specifically what? If a plant is having a flower, in that flower, okay, in that flower, if there is a presence of both female and male reproductive organ, okay, that kind of plant is called what? Bisexual plant or bisexual. Bisexual means what? That contain both the sex organ. And in case of unisexual, plant having only one reproductive structure, which means a plant is having a flower. In that flower, there is a presence of only one reproductive structure. Either that may be of male reproductive structure or female reproductive structure. In some fungi, and some plants, there are also we can study the terms like homothallic, monoecious, heterothallic, dioecious. Let's see, as we know the bisexual. Okay, what is the bisexual plant? Bisexual plant is nothing but the plant contain both the sexual organ, male and female. Okay, that kind of plant is called what? Monoecious plant. What? Monoecious plant. And in case of some fungi, we called it as a homothallic. Homothallic means, homo means same, thallic means thallus. Thallus containing both the sex organs. In case of unisexual flower, a unisexual plant, we call that sexual plant as a dioecious plant. Okay, dioecious plant means what? Two different plants contain two different sex organ. Means one flower contain the male reproductive part and one flower contain the female reproductive part, and those male and female plants are different. This is the example of bisexual flower. Okay, in a bisexual flower we can see that there is a presence of anthers, and anthers means this male reproductive organ and the female reproductive organ. See the flowers of hibiscus and the mustards. These two flowers are the examples of bisexual flower, contain both stamen and pistil. You can see there is a presence of pistil and stamen in same flower. So these are the example of what? Bisexual flower. Next, the flowers of muskmelon and papaya. These are the examples of what? Unisexual flower. Unisexual flowers. See, in case of papaya plant, we can find the two different male plant and the female plant. The male plant contain the flowers which are of male, means which contain only the male reproductive organ. In a female plant, the flowers contain only the female reproductive organ. So these are the examples of what? Unisexual flower. See, this is the cut section of papaya flower. In this, you can see there is a presence of what? Only female reproductive organ. Means this is one flower. Okay. In this section, you can see there is a presence of what? Male reproductive organ. Let's see about hermaphrodites. Up to there, we have seen the examples of bisexual, unisexual in plants. So it is very easy to understand these examples in plants. But the term hermaphrodites, it is concerned with the animals. Animal which contain both the reproductive organ, which means what? A bisexual animal is called as hermaphrodite. Okay, animal which contain both the reproductive organ, male reproductive organ as well as female reproductive organ. And if the animal contain both this structure, means that animal is called what? Hermaphrodite. See the example. Bisexual earthworm is a hermaphrodite. This earthworm contain both the reproductive organ. Whereas in case of unisexual, cockroach is a example. What? We can find the male cockroach and female cockroach, they are different. So guys, up to there we have studied about the events of sexual reproduction. Those are pre-fertilization, fertilization and the post-fertilization, and also the sexuality in organism. In our next video, we'll continue with the next concept. So thank you very much for watching the video. Have a happy learning.